a year ago, we really delivered this super large freshwater cichlid aquarium with the crane from the front of the house, off the trailer, over the house, and in through the back door. It was a hell of a feat. It was a really heavy 900-gallon all-glass aquarium, Starphire front, but it's for a cichlid aquarium, not our normal reef tank or jellyfish aquarium, but boy, is it super nice. Come on inside and let's take a look. Hey, Marley, how are you? Hey, buddy, come on in. So the big cichlid aquarium is now completed. You can see the millwork has been finished and the first cichlids are in the aquarium. Boy, is it fabulous. Come on, Marley, let's go take a look. The client loves cichlids. He has this fabulous Rockscape background that we installed into the aquarium, and it makes it look like we're in a lake in Africa with the cichlids. So when we designed this aquarium, the client had specific requirements that he wanted to request for the sump underneath the aquarium. And he said he wanted a really big sump. I'm like, okay, how big a sump do you want? He goes, as big as you can make it. Well, hell, I'll put a 7-foot sump underneath there. And that's what we did. This is probably the biggest glass sump I've built in several years. It came in through the end underneath the stainless steel stand, and right down the length, we put it into place. You have a really nice retention pan down underneath it. It's a 3/8 inch all glass sump right here. And you got all these partition walls. When we drew it with the client, he wanted the floss tray, he wanted the baffle area to put the CHEMI-PURE blue. You can see he's got his first CHEMI-PURE blue grande down there, just to get a little bit of it, but boy, is it crystal clear now. He's got his biological filtration media in here that helps stabilize pH. We got the first grid right there. And then he's got the Cowdees beads and this neat spinner. So these Cowdees beads spin all the time, which helps them to rub against each other, create more bacteriological space. I understand he's gonna probably put another bag or two of those in there, but really you can see how efficient operating this sump system is. Super neat. We've got the UV bulbs right above in the sump, just in case something ever dripped, which really never happens, but this was really the most logical space to put these aqua ultraviolet UVs. They're working super nice. And we have the partition wall here with more of the green sponge material, bacteriological area. This also keeps everything from going through to the pickups for the 3 L2 pumps that are underneath here. These pumps are running on 3 different return systems through the top of the aquarium. So you have 1, 2, 3, and they're creating a tremendous amount of flow. So my understanding of cichlids is that people who are really involved with cichlids love a lot of flow like you'd have in a big reef aquarium. You don't want prop pumps or something like that, but from a general appearance, it looks really great. We've got 3 of the Ecotech battery backup systems in there to run the 3 pumps. They'll run the pumps for literally up to 36 hours. So we had a storm or a hurricane, we have some extra backup. I don't believe there's a generator on this house as of yet, but he's got the backup here. So that really helps out a lot. And of course, some more CHEMI-PURE blue down there too. The cichlid guys really love the CHEMI-PURE blue. So this millwork plan, we worked with a company called Madison Millwork. They're over in Hollywood. They do some really great work. They did the island for the kitchen too, you know, very nice matching millwork, but it's a really clean installation, and you can tell, I mean, just the quality of the millwork. The doors open nice and clean. There's, I believe, 6 radions above. Those are Gen 5s. I think I have them at about a 96 Kelvin temperature right now. I think he's running it around 10,000 K, but again, super clean layout, plenty of finished access above the aquarium. It's all detailed and put together super nice when you look up above the aquarium. So I get a good look above the aquarium. And yeah, super nice, clean. There's ventilation in the back. The water return lines come over the back. We've got all the electric outlets up there. We got a ventilation fan circulating above. You can see how the rock is notched out for the surface water to skim off to the overflow. Very nice millwork. The client wanted to have a way to do an auto water change system with the carbonized water that is, neutralizing and taking out any chloramines or any other bad items that could be in the city water that this house is hooked up to. And he ran a line through the ceiling from the garage, from the filtration's filtered water system down and below and to the top of the aquarium. And basically what happens is when he turns the water on, the sump goes to a certain level and starts to overflow. And if you go around to the back here, you can see it. There's a pipe back here that we plumbed in at a certain level. So when you raise the level, it can't go any higher than this. And it goes through the back wall, goes outside to a pond area that he has for feeding his pond. That's an outdoor pond and some plants also. So when he does his water change, he's not wasting 30 gallons or 50 gallons of water, whatever he does on an every other day or twice weekly basis. But that's kind of a neat system we built in. That works out really well. You can see he's running the water at about 80 degrees right now. And it really is a heck of a system. And Marley loves it too, right, Marley? The client said that he really wanted this Rockscape on the back of the aquarium. And we went hunting and looking around, and online we found Aqua Decor in Serbia. Like, we're gonna get a Rockscape from Serbia? Are you crazy? And we investigated a little bit thoroughly and we figured it out. And we made a plan for the overflow boxes that are in the back middles on the thirds of the aquarium, and drew it, and they shipped the whole Rockscape, and it came together really well. We had to fill in a couple gaps, but beyond that, I mean, just look at that rock. It looks like you're in Lake Malawi and there's these huge Rockscapes in here, but it's perfect. So the first fish that were going in the aquarium came from Barrier Reef up there in Boca Raton. That's where the client does a lot of his fish shopping, and Kelly from Barrier Reef brought these really great cichlids that he had in quarantine in the other room. And then what he's been feeding is this Ron cichlid food. This is some really interesting stuff, really well-known cichlid guy, and he breeds cichlid up there in, I believe, South Carolina. But you open up the food and man, it smells good even too. So I'll just put a little in my hand and we'll put a little bit into the aquarium and see how everybody loves it. Hopefully I missed the center brace. We'll go up there and, boy, look at them eat that food. They really love that cichlid food. Lake Malawi cichlids. In the aquarium, not only do we have these wonderful cichlids, we have this Adonis Placo, which is super spectacular. Look at the streamers on that bugger and the spots on him. He's a young guy, but again, you have consumers and producers in the aquarium, and these guys are great for eating algae and eating leftovers and detritus and whatnot in the aquarium. And then there's some really neat catfish. They're a little more cryptic. The Synodontis granulosus catfish that was shipped in from Lake Malawi. This grand, phenomenal 900-gallon cichlid aquarium is really brand new. It's been running about 6 weeks. We're gonna probably come back in 6 months, maybe in the evening when there's not as much glare. We'll come at night and get some video work in the whole space, but it's gonna be phenomenal. A client says there's gonna be at least 100 cichlids, and he's telling me they're gonna get 5 or 6 inches big, and I can't imagine 100 cichlids going back and forth in this aquarium. It's gonna continue to be spectacular.